there, I am Renee. I am a Beachbody coach. I've been a Beachbody coach for over a year, and one of the biggest questions, the question that I get asked the most, is about meal planning. Everybody is so lost and so confused and so overwhelmed with meal planning. I get that more than anything else. So I wanted to go ahead and make a video. I actually meal plan for a couple ladies. I actually break down a plan for them every single week, and I actually break down step by step what they need to do in order to put all those meals together for the week. So I'm making this video for them so that they can start to try to accomplish this on their own. And of course I'll post this on my page as well, because if I can help at least one person, that makes me happy, right? So, meal planning steps. Meal plan step number 1. Decide on an eating plan. You cannot write down anything on your piece of paper for your whole week that you have ahead of you if you don't even know what it is that you're planning to eat in one day. You make a daily eating plan, okay? What type of servings from what food groups are you trying to get in every single day, okay? For an example, me, I have to have 3 servings of vegetables every day, 2 servings of carbs every day, 2 servings of fruits every day, and 1 serving of healthy fats every day, 4 servings of protein every day. If that kind of makes sense, you need to figure out what it is that your eating plan is for one day to even start to try to set yourself up for the eating tip number 2. Grab a meal planning sheet. This is my sheet that I use here. I love it. It just breaks down the entire week, Monday through Sunday over here. And then breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, and dinner. Meal plan tip number 3. Look at your schedule for the week. What do you have going on this week? What I like to do is pay attention, and we'll go ahead and just look at my schedule real quick just for an example. This week is really crazy for me. On Wednesday night, I'm picking up my sister. She's flying in from Washington State. I'm picking her up from the airport. So Wednesday evening, either A, I'm gonna have to do a crock pot meal that my husband can go ahead and take care of when he gets home, or B, do some sort of one skillet meal that he can do, or C, eat out. We all do it, right? Even the best of us, and I'm not the best of us either, but eat out. What I also like to do is when I'm looking at my schedule, so say Wednesday right here is when she comes in, I will put a star next to dinner, because I'm just starring to myself that I need to pay extra attention to that day, because it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to make a plan and stick to the plan because I have something going on that day. Saturday night, I'm gonna be at a wedding. I'm gonna be at the wedding, I'm the maid of honor, so I'm gonna be there pretty much all day. So I'm gonna have a star next to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because it's gonna be really difficult for me to plan meals. I don't even know if I'm gonna have a microwave where I'm going, you know what I mean? So I need to plan things ahead that maybe is not gonna be so bad. I'll tell you right now, lunch on Saturday, I'm drinking my shake. I'm drinking my Shakeology because it's water and my shake, shaking up the cup and going on about my day. So I definitely like to put stars next to the days that I know I have something going on and it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, so the star shows me pay a little bit of extra attention to this area. Okay? Meal plan tip number 4. Pick only 2 or 3 options for breakfast, lunch, and snacks, okay? You don't want to pick a different breakfast every day, you don't want to pick a different lunch every day, and you don't want to pick different snacks every day. If you're somebody who cannot eat the same thing a couple times in the week, I really suggest that you try as hard as you can to figure out a way around that. First of all, you're going to save so much time and you're going to save so much money. So, meal plan tip number 5, choose easy dinners. I like to tell my clients, keep it stupid simple. KISS. Keep it stupid simple, especially in the beginning. You want to go as simple as possible because you want to save time. You want to save money. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. You don't want to make this harder than your regular routine is. That's not the point. It's to make things easier on you, right? So choose easy dinners. I gave a couple examples here. 15-minute meals. Pasta. Pasta is so easy. You literally are cooking up your organic pasta and then cooking up whatever meat it is that you're using. We'll just say grass-fed beef, cooking that up and then throwing some sauce in there, voila. It literally takes 15 minutes. If I start pasta at 5 o'clock, by 5:20, I'm putting the dishes on the table with my pasta in it. It's very easy, it's very fast. And there's lots and lots of meals that are 15 minutes. You can look them up, lots of meals. Slow cooker meals. Guys, I am a stay-at-home mom, and everybody thinks that I have all the time in the world, which is so not true. But I am here, you know what I mean? I'm here at home, but the slow cooker is still my best friend. I tell my husband all the time, if I wasn't in love with him, I would marry my slow cooker because it is the bomb. It is just so super easy. It makes the day easier. It makes me spend so much less time cooking dinner. And also, at the beginning of the week, if I have a slow cooker meal, say that I'm doing chicken and vegetables or something like that, I will put all of that into a Ziploc bag, freeze it, and then the night before, pull it out so that in the morning, all I do is dump that bag inside the slow cooker and turn it on. Simple, easy. Keep it stupid simple, right? And then one skillet meals, Calypso chicken. It's my favorite one skillet meal. Of course, I do the rice cooker as well, but pretty much it's a one skillet meal. You got to look up one skillet meals. They have one skillet meals for breakfast, lunches, and dinners. Those are easy dinners. You want to keep it easy. Don't overwhelm yourself. That will just be silly. Meal plan tip number 6. Write down all the ingredients that you need to buy. As you're filling out your meal plan, you write down. So say right here, we'll go with this one because this is for the same exact week, okay? But I have a family. So on this one right here, this is for me. On this sheet right here, this is for my family, and they're all color-coded because they're all picky, they all want certain things, and Colby I have on a healthy diet, and Talon in Indiana I have on a gain weight diet, so all of their needs are different, and I am specific to all their needs. So we'll go ahead and look at this. On Monday, Colby in Indiana will have cereal and, cereal and half of a banana. So I look at that. Cereal. Do I need to buy cereal? No. I have 2 boxes of cereal right now, so I don't have to write that down. Banana. I don't have any bananas in the house right now, so I need to write that down. And then right behind it on that list, I write down banana, right? And then as I go, if I am seeing that I'm using multiple ingredients for the same thing, whenever I'm actually completely finished with my meal plan, and whenever I'm completely finished with my list, I will go look at my list now and say, okay, I have on here yogurt. So let's go back over here. How many times do I have yogurt? How much yogurt do I need? And then go back to the list and write how many yogurts that you're gonna need in order to make this plan for the week successful. I guess number 7 should be grocery shopping. The best part, right? Not. Grocery shopping, I hate grocery shopping. Grocery shopping, but number 7, meal plan tip number 7 is after shopping, always prep ahead whatever you can. And do not, okay, this is just a little tip because I don't know if you guys are like me, but I have fallen victim to this before. Do your grocery shopping and then come home and right away do your prepping. Don't say, oh, I'm gonna prep later or I'm gonna prep tomorrow. No, do it all in the same time. Give yourself that time. I'm grocery shopping today, and then right after grocery shopping, I'm coming home and I'm prepping. I'm gonna put all my containers together for the week. I'm gonna put all my snacks together for the week, and I'm gonna put them in my refrigerator, right? So real quickly, prepping ahead, these are just a couple examples. Make your hard-boiled eggs if you're having hard-boiled eggs throughout the week. Put together, grab snack bags or containers, put together bags that have carrots and ranch, put together bags that have apples and peanut butter, put together bag, a little Tupperware with some watermelon in it, or put together, some fruit and cottage cheese and put it in a little container, whatever works for you. Just put all those things together so that they're grab and go. There's no making them, there's no deciding what you have to do in the morning, nothing like that. Chop veggies. Obviously, with this one, you're gonna have to use a little bit of common sense. Some vegetables, chopping them, no big deal. They're gonna last throughout the week. Some vegetables, are not gonna last through the week once you chop them open, like zucchini. Sometimes I literally just eat straight zucchini because I am in love with it. It's so delicious. But I cannot chop it up into the quarters at the beginning of the week because then they won't be good when I want to eat them. So obviously you leave zucchini alone. That's just a little example. Use common sense. But any vegetables that you can chop, like carrots or celery or things like that, go ahead and chop them. Chop them up so that you're not spending that time when you get home from work or in the evening time when you could be sitting down with your kids and playing or having some cuddle time with your husband or your wife or whatever have you. Chop those veggies so that you're not spending your time doing that, right? So, cook your chicken or your salmon. This is something that I use a lot. Chicken and vegetables or salmon and vegetables or shrimp vegetable bowls or whatever have you, cook those ahead. Cook them ahead of time and go ahead and split them up, say you cook chicken thighs, make 5 chicken thighs and split them up in 5 different containers, and then whatever vegetables you're steaming or whatever have you, cook those up and put them on the side of each of your 5 containers. Same thing with salmon or the shrimp veggie bowl or whatever it is that you're deciding to have for lunch. Cook that ahead of time so that it's already in a container. You take it to work or you pull it out of your refrigerator at home and you just heat it up and you eat it. Plain and simple. Save time, save money. Okay? Meal plan tip number 8. This seems a little silly, but I do it myself. I know I do, and I know y'all do. Stick to your plan. Stick to it. Don't sit here and meal plan and prep and then on Wednesday say, oh my gosh, I really don't want this salmon at all. I'm gonna go to Firehouse and get a sub. Okay? First of all, you're never going to be happy with getting that thing that you craved. It's never gonna happen. First of all, you're gonna feel crappy because most of the time you're craving something that you shouldn't be having, right? Second of all, you're gonna feel guilty afterwards because you just spent money on something when there's already good food for you that's going to be filled with nutrients and make you feel good at your house, but you still went out. That's silly, So don't do that. Stick to your plan. When you have a plan, stick to it. Be stronger than your excuses, okay? Be stronger than your cravings. If you are craving something and it's multiple times throughout the week, add something similar or a healthy version of it to your next week's plan, or take note that it might be multiple different cravings. It might just be the fact that you don't want salmon. If salmon doesn't work for you in your meal plan and you see that you're skipping salmon multiple times, don't put salmon in your meal plan again. Obviously, that's not something that you like. If you're not gonna be making things that you enjoy, you're never gonna stick to your meal plan, right? So number 8, stick to your plan. You need to plan for success, okay? Fail to plan, you plan to fail, okay? Don't sit here and plan and then still fail. Don't do that to yourself because there's no reason for it. And another thing is even if you do fail, even if you do veer off your plan or skip one of your meals, or after Tuesday, don't ever go back to those meals that you made because you just go back off. You completely fall off the bandwagon. It is not about failure, okay? It's about whether or not you get up from that failure, okay? Life is not about what happens. It's how we react to it. So get back on that train, okay? Don't give yourself excuses because you're better than those excuses. Get back on. Just put in a few tips very quickly before I let you guys go. First of all, start with just dinner. If you're just beginning to meal plan, do not do all 7 days and do not do all meals through the whole days. That is way too overwhelming, way too stressful, especially when you're actually doing the prep work in the kitchen. I will not lie. I'm not going to front you right now. The first few times that you meal prep in your kitchen, you're going to spend 3 hours in the kitchen. There's just no getting around it. You're gonna spend 3 hours in the kitchen because you don't know what you're doing. It's your first time, but as with everything, practice makes perfect. As you go on, you learn. Oh, well, the hard-boiled eggs take 20 minutes, so let me start those first. And while those eggs are boiling, I'm gonna be doing this, this, and this. The chicken in the oven, it takes about 25 minutes. So maybe that's one of the first things that you do is prep the chicken, season the chicken, all which ways that you want it, spreading it out on the pan, putting any vegetables in there or whatever that you need, and putting it in the oven, bam. While that is cooking in the oven, you're doing other things. You find ways to make your time wiser whenever you're doing the prep, but in the beginning, prep is definitely takes a little while. And the more that you do it, the less time that it takes, and the more of a professional you start to become, and you can bust it out so much faster because you've done it so many times. That's with anything in life, not just meal prepping, okay? Even volleyball. I used to play volleyball when I was in school. I was not good at it when I first started. I just wasn't. And I was also a midget. Everybody knows, all my Millwee people, holler. Everybody knows I was a midget, but I was the only person that could spike the dang ball over the net because I practiced. I could not do an overhand serve to save my life for my first 2 years in junior high school. And I was the MVP in 8th grade, and I spiked the net over every single time, never missed a serve, because I practice, okay? It's like that with everything. Practice makes perfect, even with meal planning, right? So, tip number 2, backwards meal planning. This sounds intense, but it's not. It's actually really cool, and it's perfect for saving even more money, because you're using what you already have on hand. Instead of picking up the piece of paper first, right, that has your meal plan sheet, open up your cabinets, open up your refrigerator. What do you have in there? What is something that you can use as a foundation to build off of for your meal plan, or just one meal? Even if you only find one meal in there, you're saving money because you're not buying an extra meal that you don't need. I'll open my cabinet right now, and I probably have 16 things of tuna fish. So this week, tuna fish salad or tuna fish sandwiches are going to happen because I have a lot of tuna fish that I have been collecting for whatever reason. I don't know. Zombies? I don't know. So, backwards meal planning is just opening up, looking at what you already have, and building off of that, right? You have some frozen chicken in there that you didn't use last week, so make a chicken meal, okay? Or, say you have an entire frozen package of chicken, that's your chicken for lunch every single day, okay? Backwards meal planning. It's the bee's knees, okay? Tips number 3. This is kind of common sense. Fresh ingredient meals have to be done at the beginning of the week, okay? You just have to use common sense with this. If you have a meal that is using fresh ingredients that are not going to last for the entire week, like say shredded lettuce. I do shredded lettuce for tacos. I hate tacos, but my boys love tacos. So we have tacos pretty much every other week. We do them at the beginning of the week, typically Tuesday, obviously, because it's Taco Tuesday. But we don't do it because it's Taco Tuesday. We do that because if I waited to make the tacos until Friday or Saturday, the lettuce would be nasty and sticky and wet and just nasty. It would be gross. So fresh ingredient meals, obviously you want to pay close attention to that and make sure that you're doing them at the very beginning of the week, right? This is obviously meal prepping for beginners. There are lots of other, really amazing tips, okay? I'm sure that I'm going to make more videos. This is just for my ladies that I'm trying to, teach them how to do the meal prepping on their own, because it will make their life so much easier. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, please go ahead and leave a post on this video. Or if it works better for you to message me, you absolutely can do that. Send me a private message on my Facebook personal profile, Renee Elizabeth Horton, or you can look up my business profile, Throw a Fit About Fitness, and you will see my picture there, and you can message me on there as well. I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I help ladies meal plan, meal prep, lose weight, gain weight, tone up, just live a happier and healthier lifestyle, and I love doing it. I love doing it so much. So do not feel like you're burdening me by reaching out and asking me questions, and there's no such thing as a stupid question, okay? If you don't know the answer, it's a smart question. You're doing a good job by asking it, okay? So reach out to me. I am here. This is my job. I love doing it. I love to help you, and I would be happy to help you. So send me a message or comment on my post. And as always, if you guys want to support my business, support small business, my business profile is Throw a Fit About Fitness. If you'll like my page, I would appreciate it so much. Give my page a like. I give motivation, clean eating recipes, fitness tips, and just things that are important to me, you know, like sexual abuse awareness, makeup, like things like that. Just whatever's important to me, sometimes I'll throw it on that page. And I do giveaways all the time. So giving it a like, you might get free stuff, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed making this video, and there will be more to come. And super positive vibes to every single one of you beautiful people. Peace.